Hello, beautiful creators. If you have always wanted to be an influencer, a content creator, a YouTuber, or someone who wants to basically pursue social media as a full-time income or side income or a hobby, then you're gonna want to stick around to the end of this video because today we're diving deep into how you can get started as a content creator starting today. And if you don't know who I am, my name is Chrissy Walker. I help new content creators get more subscribers, make better content, and make money online. And if that sounds like your jam, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Let's go ahead and be friends. And if you like today's topic, do me a favor and like this video. Let's go ahead and get started. The first thing that you want to do is choose a platform that you want to focus most of your energy into. Now, that doesn't mean you have to ignore the other social media platforms, but I highly recommend to basically put most of your efforts, sweat and tears into one platform. So if that's YouTube for you, go ahead and focus mainly on YouTube. If you want to focus on Instagram, focus on Instagram. If you want to focus on TikTok, then you're going to focus on TikTok. And when I mean to focus on it, that means the content that you create is specifically for that platform's algorithm. You're going to study your analytics on that platform the most. You're going to engage with your audience the most on that platform. You're going to engage with other accounts on that platform. And that's where most of your focus is going to go, such as recording, scripting, editing, all that good stuff. You can definitely repurpose your content and put it on other platforms, and having a presence on other platforms is very important as well. But you don't want to spread yourself too thin energy-wise. For me, just having YouTube takes a lot of energy out of me. And so having to build up an Instagram account and a TikTok account, to me, I just spread myself thin and I end up not creating at all. So from my experience, I highly recommend to just focus on one platform. The three main platforms that you can choose between is going to be Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Now we're gonna kind of touch base on each one and the differences between each platform. On YouTube, you create long form content, and you can create shorts as well, where you can actually clip small videos from your long form content, repurpose it into shorts, or you can create brand new videos specifically for YouTube shorts. On TikTok, it's a lot more fast paced. You're going to have to post quite a lot. So that's going to be maybe about 3 posts a day, 2 posts a day, just to see consistent growth. And then on Instagram, you have so many different types of content to create. So that's going to be reels, that's going to be photo posts, carousels, stories. So many different types of content goes into Instagram, and you have to be very strategic with how you're going to publish on every single platform or whichever platform that you choose. So depending on how much time you have in your day and depending on what kind of content you enjoy creating, that's how you're going to determine which platform you want to focus on the most. So if you really enjoy sitting down and talking for quite some time, explaining yourself and being very thorough with your explanations, and then chopping it up and editing it to make it even more engaging, then YouTube might be the platform for you. If you want to be very fast paced and you kind of just want to be messy with it and just post whatever you want and post different types of content, such as like vlogs or story times or get ready with me or I don't know, educational or responding to comments, then TikTok is going to be your platform. If you want to enjoy creating different types of variety of content, such as carousels, if you enjoy posting photos, if you enjoy popping up on stories, if you enjoy creating reels and stuff like that, then Instagram is going to be the place for you. So pick a platform and stick with it and focus 95% of your energy on that platform so you can grow it faster than you would have if you were to have equally distributed your energy across all 3 platforms. The next step is to get your gear ready. You don't need a lot at all. In fact, the only gear that you need in order to start being a content creator is going to be your phone with a good quality camera. So if you have like an older version of the iPhone or an older version of an Android, then I definitely recommend to upgrade to a newer version. But if you cannot at the moment, then work with what you have. Another thing that you're going to need is a tripod, because you're going to need to set your camera up somewhere, somehow, and you want to make sure that it's at the right height, the right angle, the right spot. Make sure you're in the right place with good lighting. So make sure you have a tripod. And I have 2 different recommendations of tripods, which is linked in the description below, that I really love. So having a phone, having a tripod is going to be essential. Now, one that is going to be optional, but I highly recommend to invest in it, is going to be a mic, because audio is king. Audio is so important that if you have bad audio in your video, people are going to click off and they're not even going to watch it. I have watched countless and many videos that that didn't even have a good video, but had good audio. I was able to pick up on what was being said, what was happening because of what I was basically listening to. So make sure you have good audio. And if your phone can capture good audio, then that's fine. Utilize your phone as it is, but if you're able to invest in better audio, then I definitely highly recommend getting a mic, which I'm gonna link one down below for you guys to check out because I love mine. Mine is the Deity Pocket Wireless mic, and it works with phones, it works with cameras, and it just sounds amazing. I'm using it right now, so if you like the way my video sounds, then you're probably gonna like the Deity Pocket Wireless mic. Another thing that you can actually get if you, let's say you work during the day and you don't have lighting, natural lighting to utilize, and maybe you're busy on the weekends, I highly recommend to get a lighting kit. A lighting kit is going to save you from having to wait until it's the perfect time for you to film when the sun's out. So right now I'm using natural lighting because the sun's out, but that's because I have the opportunity to do that. I have time in my day to sit here and film while the light is out. But let's say it's a rainy day and it's gloomy. I wouldn't have had the best lighting. And so that's when I would pop out my lighting kit and I can go ahead and film with a good lighting situation. If you are someone who just is not going to be able to film while the sun is out, then I highly recommend to get a lighting kit anyways. I would avoid using like the big lights in your home. So the ceiling lights, lamps that you have, I tried that before and it just doesn't give you the best look. It kind of diminishes the quality of your video, and lighting makes you stand out. Lighting will make your video look far more high in quality than it would have if you didn't use a lighting kit or have good sunlight coming in. So I highly recommend to invest in a lighting kit, which I'll also link below. But I highly recommend to invest in a lighting kit if all of those situations I mentioned is something that you currently experience. Now, the next thing that you need to think about is how you're going to edit your videos. What editing software you're going to use. So you're going to need to pick an editing software. There's a few that I highly recommend, but the one that I use religiously is CapCut because CapCut is so user-friendly. I don't know what it is about it, but it moves fast for me on my computer. I have a MacBook Pro and it has everything that you need. It has different types of fonts that you can use. It has different types of green screen AI stuff that you can utilize. There's transitions in it, and CapCut is just amazing. It's just like, I mean, the layout of it is just like any other video editing software, but I have found CapCut to be the easiest one to use. Now there's other ones that you can use, such as Final Cut Pro. Final Cut Pro is amazing. I have used it for many, many years, way more than a decade and a half perhaps, but Final Cut Pro has been a really good option for me. And that's because I do have Apple products and I'm an Apple product person, so Final Cut Pro makes sense for me. Another good option for you is going to be Premiere Pro. It's something that I don't actually have experience in. I've never used Premiere Pro, but I have heard from my other content creator friends that they use Premiere and they love it. Another option that you have is going to be DaVinci Resolve. And I've heard a lot of really great things about DaVinci, and I believe it's free, which is why a lot of people use it, but CapCut is also free. But I definitely recommend to do your research across all 4 of these different softwares, or if you have found any other softwares, just do as much research as possible, test one out, edit a video, see how you like your experience. And if you want to get started as soon as today on editing a video, then I highly recommend to check out CapCut, and I highly recommend to check out this video in the description or in the corner, wherever, where I show you how to edit an entire video using CapCut from beginning to end. So go ahead and check that out. Okay, so now we're gonna go into your game plan and what you're gonna be doing starting today moving forward. So depending on the platform that you're choosing, you can either skip to that part of this video and listen to the game plan for that, but we're gonna go ahead and start with YouTube. So I want you to see what is being published within the last few months and how many views it's getting. If it's getting tons of views, then that might be a good topic for you to create a script on, but make sure that it is in your niche or in your category for your YouTube channel so that it's relevant to what you want to post about. Once you determine what those 4 video topics are, you're gonna go ahead and write a script for all of them. And I want you to write them all to completion. Now, what you're gonna do is figure out what is the frequency of how much you're going to post every single week. I highly recommend 1 long form video a week and 3 shorts per week. And what I recommend to do is to pull 3 small clips from your long form video so that you can make those your shorts, so that you don't have to overthink it. You don't have to script those shorts or anything. Just make a long form video, and then choose 3 parts in that video to create a short out of. What you can also use is Opus Clip. Opus Clip is an AI tool online that you can utilize, which can actually pull small clips for you, and it'll extract that from your long form, and then you can actually view those short form videos, and then you can actually edit it within Opus Clip. So I highly recommend to check that out if that is something that sounds of interest to you. But for YouTube, that's going to be 1 long form and then 3 shorts every single week. And what you're going to do from here is, once you determine the frequency, now you're going to figure out what your schedule is going to look like. So when are you going to research and script? When are you going to film? When are you going to edit? Maybe Mondays are your scripting and researching days. Maybe Tuesdays are your filming days. Wednesdays and Thursdays could be your editing days, and then Fridays can be your published days. Now, figure out a schedule for yourself, and what you're going to do is, for the next couple of weeks, see how that feels for you. If you don't like how it feels, if you just feel burnt out, or you just feel like it's too much, or maybe you could do more, then adjust your schedule and make it to where it makes sense for you. You can even bulk create videos in one sitting instead of having to do 1 per week. Now, you're going to take those 4 videos, those scripts, and you're going to film. You're going to film all 4 of them. I recommend to batch it. So sit down take a whole day to do it and film all 4 videos. And this is ideally if this is like talking head videos, because these are easier to create. So you're going to film all 4 videos, and now what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead, before you post anything, you're going to go ahead and edit 2 of those videos. So edit 2 of those videos to full completion, and then you're going to go ahead and schedule it to go out 1 this week, and then schedule 1 to go out next week. So now you have 2 weeks of basically prep time and time for you to continue production. So now, during this week, now that you have a video scheduled for this week, you're gonna go ahead and edit the other 2 videos. So you have a video for this week, a video for next week, and you're gonna be editing those next 2 videos to completion. And then the following week, during the second week, that's when you're going to start your schedule. So that's when you're going to start scripting and researching. You're going to edit, or you're going to film your next video and then edit it. And then those other 2 videos that you had already fully filmed and edited to completion, that could be for week number 3 and week number 4. So now you have content for a whole entire month. Now all you have to do is just stay ahead of the game for yourself and start going according to your schedule on a daily or weekly basis. So that's gonna be for YouTube. Here is your game plan if you are looking to utilize Instagram as your platform. So what I want you to do is I want you to post 2 reels every single week, and then post 1 regular post every week. So that could be Monday and Fridays, that's when your reels go out, and then Wednesdays are when your regular posts go out. So figure out what that looks like for you, and it's completely up to you what days you want to publish and what times you want to try out. But I highly recommend 2 reels a week plus 1 regular post, and that could be a carousel, that could be a photo dump, that could be infographic, whatever you want. So figure that out, and then figure out what your schedule looks like as far as creating content. What days am I going to be filming? What days am I going to be editing? What days am I going to be sitting here at my computer and creating my infographics or creating my carousel? Figure out what days would suit you best, and then you're going to go ahead and follow that schedule on a weekly basis. Now, if you're choosing TikTok to be your main platform, this is going to be your game plan, and this is what I'm currently doing at the moment to prep for a new account that I'm going to be launching. You're first going to figure out the frequency of how much you're going to post every single day. So if that's 2 videos a day or 3 videos a day, you're going to go ahead and try your best to stick to it as religiously as possible for the next couple of months. I would say for the next 3 months, so 90 days. Give yourself 90 days. What you're going to do is you're going to film 3 days worth of content. So let's say you are recording, or you're looking to post 3 videos a day. You're gonna go ahead and film 3 days worth of content. So that's gonna be 3, 6, 9 different videos. And it doesn't have to be anything crazy where it's like something is like you're doing a vlog and then you're doing a completely different vlog and you have like 3 vlogs a day. That could be a bit much for you. Try to make it as easy as possible for yourself. So you could sit down and you could just talk to your phone. That could be 1 video. You can actually do that for every single video, and it makes it easier for yourself. Or you can do get readies with me. You can do an educational piece of content. You can do, I don't know, what I eat in a day. You can do small or like a mini vlog or a day of my life. Anything that you want to create, just think of 3 days worth of content to create. You're going to go ahead and create that. So once you have basically created an outline for all those videos, or once you've filmed and edited all these videos to completion, you're gonna have 9 videos ready to publish for 3 days in a row. Now, what you can do is you can schedule it out. So start scheduling it out, and then you'll have 3 days of prime time to go ahead and film and edit and prepare for your next videos. And then on a daily basis, or even if you're able to sit down and film everything in one sitting for an entire week, then you can do that. Or you can sit down and film videos for 3 days at a time and then publish it when they're supposed to go out. But whatever works best for you. Just figure out your frequency of how many times you're gonna post every single day, record 3 days worth of content and schedule them to be published. And then while those days are free, or while your time is free in those 3 days, go ahead and start filming and editing and creating new videos that'll be prepared to be published on the following days. I know I talked a lot in this video, but hopefully you stayed with me till the end and you're able to feel confident enough that you can start being a content creator as soon as today. But again, if you found this video helpful, go ahead and smash the like and subscribe button. I definitely would appreciate it. And you're more than welcome to click on the video on the screen, and I will see you there. Bye.